Off to a great start. I think I've played the Mario version of this, so we're in for a treat, to say the least. Ah, that's it. I forgot to fill up on water. Let me finish up the water I have, and if I have to take a quick break to get more water, then we'll worry about it from there. For now, we're playing Super Luigi Jungle Isles. Oh, Mario. What happened to you? Well, that's a bit of a forced bowling start. Controls. B to jump. Y for hammer! And hold it down to run. Yeah, this seems like it's playing out exactly like the Mario one that I played off screen. Oof. I think I screwed up that chance to get that mushroom there, but... yeah, it seems like the same level design, but with Luigi instead. Which kind of makes this one a little bit better by default. Not necessarily because Luigi's better. That's up for debate. But that opening there... and I figure the game has a pretty interesting system when it comes... maybe this is an older version, because the whole particle effect of the coins breaking. I get why it happens, but it's a little weird it does. Well, that's a shame. I was going to show off what happens when you get a mushroom at full health, because it's kind of neat, but it might be a bit longer before we actually get to that opportunity. Ah! And I was thinking, like, maybe it looks a little different too. Like, maybe this has more of a fall theme. Oh, I thought I wasn't that close. Oh well. A moment of respect for Mario. So, I guess I could talk a little bit more about my community day. Oh, so that's how you get over there. Should be. I'm not sure if it's like the game's buggy or if that's an intentional feature. But hey, got it. I just think it's neat how they actually have a graphic that updates as you get more health. It's just a nice touch that you normally don't get to see otherwise. Anyways, as for things I was up to, well, I was going outside and it's kind of interesting to see people being up to more things. Like, my personal policy with, like, being out currently is, like, I'm vaccinated, so as long as it's outside, I don't mind wearing a mask, but I feel more comfortable wearing a mask when I am inside, and I kind of like had a little unfortunate timing with just from the general concept of I'm not exactly a crowds person. I mean, like, I thought that like it would be fine enough to go to the area that I did decide to go to walk for a community day, but it ended up being a little more crowded than I thought because that area had its own festival going on, completely unrelated to all of that. And I mean, that's fine. I was able to keep my space enough as is, but I might have gone walking somewhere else if I knew that in advance. But that's fine because I was also able to, like, stop by an area. Oh man. I can't tell if it's the game or if they intentionally made Luigi more slippery. It could be neither. It could just be my imagination, but it certainly feels like, oh, come on. I totally had that lined up. As I was saying, no. It was just easier, I think, to hit for that one. Thank goodness for the health restock room. Oh, it was a trap. Maybe we'll get back to story time in a little bit. This kind of needs my undivided attention. Well, so much for brute forcing myself out there. The DK with the coconut gun. This game just knows how to have fun. and just runs with it. And I can be happier for it. Now I'm really just curious to try to get to the end and see exactly what happens. Now, I like to have as much health for the coconut gun as possible, so not getting hurt on this hammer, bro, would be very nice. At least I might be able to get 4 going into this. Maybe, possibly. Ooh. He fires his coconut gun. It fires in spurts. If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. He made a whole rap about this. We all know the drill. Frick. Okay, I think... maybe I shouldn't stand so close to him. But I think I had pattern strategy going. Only downside is a little bit of a shame that I have to actually go through the entire level again in order to actually get back to where I was. It's some unfortunate case of the game not having checkpoints. I'll give it like a couple more goes. I'd really just like to see how high I can get the health bar to go. Seems like I could have like up to 6 health if I go all the way to the very end without getting hit once. Which is easier said than done. I don't know why I keep hammering these weird things. They just look like they should be enemies. They definitely look more threatening than the bananas. Or the freaking watermelon. Yeah, it's a little finicky, but there is a wall jumping system in here. Half the reason why I'm kind of convinced that's not intentional. But then again, like, it's just one of those things that are kind of left over from Game Builder Garage defaults. So I'm not sure if it's possible to I mean, I'm sure if you put enough time and care, you can program it out. But it's like, is it worth taking that time and care to program it out when you could... when it's either not that consequential, or it could actually add a little bit of elements to the game that may not otherwise exist. Can I clear the gap without running? Because that might actually help. No, that was a mistake. Oof. He doesn't hurt me, and it will baffle me until the end of time. That's why I don't want to run making those jumps. But is there really another way? Go, 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 go. Oh, fun. And they even have a beeping sound effect, because that was what Game Builder Garage needed. Navi sound effects. Okay. Well, I've given this an honest attempt. I think I'll play it on my own time, but it feels like the stream's been... I almost spent, let's call it 15 minutes on that level. It was a fun level, fun game, but want to find some other stuff to rate. I mean, it was worth spending the time on that level, because who knows when we're going to get something that good again. Who knows, this might be even better. Easiest way to find out is to jump in and see. Treasures of Heru. First person view game. That's interesting in of itself. Also an interesting jumping sound effect. I don't know why my first thought was to see if there was anything behind me, but sure. Okay, so seems simple enough. Run and jump, that's all there really is to it. Let's go for it. Oh, that's floor. What's the point of a death counter if I only have 3 hearts? Well, learn my lesson from last time? When was the last time I mentioned how jumping in this game can be a little bit fickle? Up. Yeah, I don't quite see the point in counting my deaths when there's only 3 deaths to be had. Oh. That did go by pretty quick, and I didn't even make a single jump, so I'll give it another go. I do think it's kind of interesting how it was randomly generated. Oh. Pseudo's randomly generated. Alright. So, running and jumping wasn't good. Single jump wasn't good. Little unorthodox, we'll call it that. But very the platforms did not. I was gonna be kind, but the platforms did not need to crumble. Like, maybe it's just me, but this is enough of a challenge as it is, trying to time my jumps without worrying about things falling apart. Okay. Room 1 clear. Not easy enough to learn. I'm picking up quicker than I thought I would. Alright, just gotta ride the lily pads to safety, and we'll be good. This was, I gotta be honest, this was a different angle than I was thinking that this game was gonna go for. I thought it'd be a little bit more like... Oh yeah, because I died once. I was gonna say, why did I only have 1 room clear, but sure. I'll give it one more go while I'm finishing my thoughts on it, because I get the feeling we've seen the basics. There's a lava room, and there's a lily pad room. I haven't really seen too many other options as is. But I was expecting this to be a dungeon crawler, just from the first person view format and all that. Maybe it's just me, but I find first person platforming a little awkward to deal with. But it certainly makes for a unique element of a game. Oh yeah, space, that was the other theme. And remember from last time, I have to actually get on top of this UFO. Oh yeah, I jumped a little bit higher than I thought I would. So let's try it. It sucks that I can't actually see where I'm landing, but at least I have a little bit of room for leniency with how big this platform is. Let's try again. Okay, am I on top of it? Am not. Well, I think I tricked the death counter. Really got screwed. It really got screwed up from just the mess of trying to survive after meeting an immediate death. Alright, I wonder if there's a way to tell which ones can crumble and which ones cannot, because I've just been running. Coins seem to be like an interesting mechanic. Kinda want to go for one just for the heck of it, but I'm struggling enough as is just to get through these rooms. Alright. Here goes nothing. Oh boy. My boy. Okay, so like I said, unorthodox enough that this room to be in first person view, and then whatever happened in that lava room is a thing. Or I forgot about it, to be perfectly frank. The thing that really gets to me with this platforming is not being able to see my feet. Like, it kind of works for some of the other rooms, but Space Room especially, not being able to see where I'm going to land unless I look down is a problem. Which, when I'm also trying to look up to see where I can jump, Alright, looks like the purple planet, we'll call it, is my next option. It's at least nice that like it feels like I'm improving from each attempt. It seems like they want me to ride the UFO, but I also feel like I can make it Cool. Oh, there's actually more rooms than meets the eye. Like, this is the sort of thing, like, if this was the first thing I got, then I would definitely be like, yep, this is exactly what I expected the game to be. Oh, and they really nerfed your jumping to really get in the whole maze feel. Makes me a little worried that, like, something's gonna come around and get me or something. Which would suck, because I am completely defenseless in this particular type of game. Yeah, it's nice they found the coin, but not too thrilled about being in the maze. Especially because it feels like I'm starting to go around a circle at this point. You know, I can't really, like, tell where I am, so I feel like brute forcing is my best option. I think I went that way before. No, it all looks the same. I'm just running through here until something clicks. Like, this sort of feels new. And that doesn't, so I'll go this way, and there's the exit. And I'm back here. Kinda curious how you get the coin. I guess you can stand on the wooden planks and platform that way? Is it really worth it, though? I can't stand on the poles. I have to land perfectly on the planks. And even then, I still have to go on my way for the coin. And I think I'll take the Lilic path. Path again. Well, so much for that. Well, last run. Back in the lava. Please don't collapse on me. Alright. I think like this is my best option. Again, kind of makes me wonder how I'm supposed to get the coin. It's just barely out of reach. It's not like you could jump over there and come back, because it doesn't quite work. Well, it doesn't work quite like that. At least I don't think so. It kind of rocks when I go from side to side. There we go. Problem though is now I gotta make my way over here. I think I really confused the game. Ah well. I'll take it. I'll go until it doesn't let me anymore. Or give it a couple more tries. Give it a little bit long. Give it a little bit longer, I should say. Alright, so the swinging thing that I figured out to get to the coin might actually be my key to actually get here this time. Also, I also remembered I can actually make a lot of ground running jumping. I'm pretty confident I broke the game, because I kind of feel like we should have actually gotten it at this point, or gotten the game over. So it's kind of nice I can just jump to the planet. I saved myself that first UFO jump. And I can't believe this is just the second game that we're playing. And I've already like 2 pretty solid games I spent a good chunk of time on. Alright, back to lava. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just quit because I think I broke the game somehow. So that was Treasure of Hershey, which is pretty nice. Oh yeah, game codes. I gotta get in a better habit of actually showing them off. So that's the game. Game ID is what you would use if you want to play this game for yourself. That's for Luigi's Jungle Isle, and this is for Treasure of Hershey. Alright. Let me get another one off the web.